What's up, guys? We are back with another Fortnite review today, taking a look at one of the more weird characters to come out in the Jazwares line so far, and that's what I'm interested about when it comes to this stuff right now, is the weird characters, the stuff that we would never see in any other kind of line. So today we're taking a look at, well, definitely a weird one. We've got Tomato Head here. So it's a big pizza tomato themed guy. I had to get him. And this guy comes in the standard kind of package for the Jazwares line. So you've got this kind of trapezoidal, not exactly square-shaped box with the figure in a huge window, Fortnite logo, and some artwork down there on the bottom. More of that artwork on the side panel, and then more of that same artwork on the back, as well as a lineup of what's in this second wave. So yeah, let's do it. Let's pull him out and take a look. And here he is out of the package, our Tomato Head figure. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't know what he has to do with Fortnite outside of the fact that, well, he's a skin in the game, and here you go. So we have got a really, really weird looking figure here. He basically looks like a pizza chain mascot. That's really what it comes down to for me. I feel like, as far as I'm concerned, this guy is going to be thrown in with some turtles, probably. Maybe, because, well, he could be like their greatest ally, or maybe their greatest enemy. This is Shredder's last attempt to get the turtles with some sort of weird killer tomato mutant man. So let's take a look and see how this guy moves around. He seems to be pretty par for the course when it comes to the Jazwares line, which is a good thing. So you've got a head that can look way, way up, and he looks all the way down. You can rotate side to side. Your arms go out at the shoulders, little ratchet there. They do swivel. You've got your butterfly joint as well. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You've got your wrist swivel and hinge there. Mine are really, really tight, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but they also are tight. And then you've got your finger articulation, which I'm still not a big fan of when it comes to this line. It's just not my thing. I think it's something that will weaken over time, and then you have a problem holding weapons. So you've got it now, and it might not be the greatest later on. You've got your diaphragm cut, so all the way around. And then there is a waist twist down here as well. So you've got pretty good crunch forward, just a little touch, but it helps with the head, so it kind of makes it look like he's crunching forward, and then he goes even further back, and then you do have a little bobble side to side, but not a lot. Legs go out pretty good. Ratchet in there as well. Kick forward, kick back, which is nice. Thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then of course you've got a boot cut, and then you've got rocker. You've got hinge at those ankles all the way around, and then you've also got a little bit of toe articulation down there. So this guy is pretty much, again, par for the course with this line, but this line moves really well. I'm happy with how these are constructed. My only real gripe when it comes to this line is I'm just not a fan of finger articulation. Now, as you undoubtedly know, I didn't buy this guy because he has anything to do with Fortnite or because he moves well and has good articulation. I bought it mostly for that head and just the idea behind this figure. I think that this is just a really goofy, really weird looking figure that can be thrown into a number of different displays just to have fun as an action figure, and I think this one succeeds pretty well. There is not a great deal of paint on this figure. I'm not too beat up about it. It's just worth noting. Most of the figure is cast, so you've got like the cast arms and legs, which do have a little bit of paint detail. I'm assuming these pants, these legs, and the feet are reuse, because these, I don't have a lot of this particular line, but this looks a lot like my McFarlane Skull Trooper legs. It looks similar to that. So there's a good chance this is reuse, which is fine. It's just something to note. I'm sure it is. You do have some scuff marks down here on these shin pads. I do like these kind of tactical style boots on this guy, so it's not just that he looks like a weird pizza chain mascot. He definitely looks like he's kind of about to go into battle. So you've got the cast red up here on the chest with some white. I wish this could have been a little more thickly applied. It's kind of see-through almost. And then you've got the pizza on his chest, kind of like a logo of some sorts. And then you've got his back bling here, which is the pizza carrier backpack. And you've got another pizza back there. So it's got a bunch of wrinkles and kind of cinch marks on it from where it's kind of tied itself together. You don't have to use this. It is considered an accessory, but I mean, it's kind of the thing for this line that they would have these on. So I figure it's worth keeping on. And he looks really cool. I think the color scheme is fantastic. It very much evokes kind of like those pizza colors, those, you know, Italian flag style colors. And it just is goofy, and it works as an action figure. And again, like I said, this is something that I'm probably going to use with my turtles because, well, Fortnite means nothing to me, but this figure is goofy fun stuff that I could easily see being thrown into a cartoon Turtles display. And obviously a lot of that has to do with the fact that, well, this guy has a tomato head. And what I don't really know is this a helmet? Is this a mask? Is this some sort of, thing that a guy is wearing? Or is this the thing's actual head? Because there is a human neck here. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is a mask, but I'm going to prefer to use the option that this is this dude's actual head and he's just a big mutant tomato guy, because I love everything about this. Big, bright, vibrant head with the very cartoon look, with the mustache and the teeth, the eyes, the little stem that comes out of the top, very bright, vibrant green, different colors than what's on the body too, but it just really works. And that's what this figure is about for me, the weirdness, the goofiness. Paints are clean, what little there are on this figure, but it just looks so funny and weird, and you can use this for so many different things. It's one of those things where I don't have to care about the source material to really love the fact that this is a walking tomato man with a really, really goofy head sculpt. Now, as far as accessories goes, this guy is pretty well stocked. He has, of course, as you can see, an extra head sculpt here. This I think, is called the crowned head for an obvious reason, but he's got some tribal markings on his face, like war paint, I suppose, and then he's got a crown made out of silverware, which, well, that just does it for me. I still think I prefer the regular head sculpt better, but this is another really goofy, fun head sculpt to use. He has a few other little things as well. So you've got a tomato here, and then you've also got this little jar, which is just blue, which honestly has a little bit more paint than you might expect. It's got varying shades of blue and metallic silver. These things have these little slits in them, which I'm not too sure what they're for. My assumption is that they're meant to stick his fingers in so it can actually look like he's holding them, because that does kind of work. But again, there's nothing that really tells me that. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm not too sure otherwise. And then you've got a couple of guns here. So one of the things that's really great about this line in particular is that we're getting a lot of 1/12 scale guns that are kind of unique and just a little different, and things that you can use across different lines. So you've got this guy here, and then you've got this one here. This one is devoid of paint. It's just black, and then this one has a little bit of gunmetal-y paint on it. But two guns that you can use, but I don't think I'm ever going to use these guns because he has a massive pizza cutter weapon, which has a spinning blade at the end, which has like some cheese at the top of it. And I think that is just fantastic. This is one of those things that make me want to put him with some turtles. Again, I keep talking about things that aren't Fortnite, but I know what I'm going to do with this figure. And I think that's an awesome accessory, just a really fun thing. Give it to a Shredder figure if you want to do something different with it. But it's a really awesome accessory just in its own right. And then, of course, like we talked about, he does have the big backpack here with the pizza logo on the back that I discussed previously. So again, this guy comes with a whole mess of stuff, but like at the end of the day, this is absolutely the star of the show. That pizza cutter accessory is fantastic. So overall, this is a really good figure. There's not a whole lot to gripe about here. If you are interested in Fortnite and you like this character, then this is a fun figure for you. If you're like me and you don't care about Fortnite, but you want a weird mutant pizza man or whatever he's supposed to be, then this is a good figure to get as well. He comes with a lot of cool accessories. That pizza cutter, again, is just out of this world. I love everything about it. And it's another goofy figure. That's my interest level when it comes to this line, is the goofy, weird stuff. And this one really, really hammers that home. I think this is an awesome figure. Moves really well, except for the fact that I'm not a fan of finger joints. But otherwise, he has all of the modern style articulation that we're seeing being pumped out lately in various lines at this scale. So if you want a tomato dude, jump on him while you can. So that's going to do it for this look at the Jazwares Fortnite Tomato Head figure. Let me know what you guys think. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time.